Jason Wayne Hunter, how are you today, sir?
I'm good. How about you?
Man, I don't know if I'm as good as you. I heard you got a new belt buckle on, huh?
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to Mr. Ethan Coleman. Ethan Coleman here is your newest 2024 Louisiana PKC Youth State Champion. I'm proud for you, brother. I'm proud for you. All right, let's talk about it, Ethan. Let's talk about Skuna. Let's talk about it. How'd
Yes,
you how'd
sir.
you end up with Skuna? Tell me everything.
Started out hunting with Mark. I think I started hunting Jenny. She was a jip that I showed this weekend. I won the best show female with her. Anyway, I started hunting with her, won a few hunts around the house, and then we went up to Wimp's house because Mark wanted me to meet him. So we met him, and then we met Mr. Ricky Campbell, and then I met Skona. And then Mr. Ricky Campbell was hunting Skona that weekend, so I went hunting with him on PKC hunt. And I fell in love with Skona, and Mr. Ricky wanted me to hunt him, so we took him back with us. And I started hunting him, put him in some hunts, started winning with him, started winning big with him.
Tell me a little bit about Skuna. What kind of caught your eye per se?
He's just a big tree dog, easy to call.
Is he really accurate too, Ethan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Most times
yeah,
he's got one.
yeah. What's his hunting style?
Sometimes he'll stay close, sometimes he'll have to go hunting for one.
Yeah,
If there's a
yeah,
coon nearby, he'll strike it and find it.
right. So tell me what happened. I mean, on Saturday night, you're down to the final. What happened in the final round?
Uh, I drew out with a little girl, a bigger girl, and a little boy. Went over there to to some chicken farms across the road, turned loose. One dog struck first, and I struck. He got treed. I treed him. Walked over there, couldn't see up the tree, so we had to circle it. And then another dog got treed. So we went to it, and he had a big possum. And then I treed
Ah,
my dog, because he was treed. So we went back to him, and there was a big circle tree because you couldn't see up it.
oh, those would get you
I'm
every
pretty
time,
positive
won't
he had
they?
yeah, yeah.
Oh man,
I
I
had
hate
350
those
circle
trees.
at the Yeah, I had 350 circle at the end of that. So we went back and found out I made it to the final four, so got ready and then drawed out again. Then we went up to the big gravel road. It was a big thing, what you call it? Big gas pipe on top of the hill. Turned loose right below that. They went in there. Dogs, English dog struck, black and tan struck, and then I struck. Then they got out of here, so we walked up on top of a big hill, and I could hear Skuna in there. He was by himself. And then he just got out of here, and so we had to call timeout to go get all the dogs. We called
Oh,
timeout, moved.
oh, he
Yeah,
got out of pocket, and y'all
we
had
had
to
to
call
call
timeout.
timeout. Yeah, yeah, all the
Oh
dogs got out of
no,
pocket.
oh no, what were you struck in for?
So we had 100.
Oh, so you took 100 out of the latch.
Called timeout, move. And then I struck in for 50. He got in there, an English dog treed by herself. Went in there, there's a big circle tree. You could see the whole thing plain as day. Went to the other two dogs. Another dog came back to Skona. We went in there, tied up the dogs, looked up the tree. There he was. He was sitting right there, plain as day.
Man, what'd that feel like?
Felt good.
Well, you know, how long you been hunting now, Ethan?
Year and a half.
A year and a half. And so you're loving it, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What does it feel like to win a big event like that?
Feels pretty good. You just want a title to yourself. Feels pretty good.
Pretty well, yeah. You get pretty big accomplishment there, kiddo. You done pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah. So do you have any friends that hunt, or is this something that you just love?
Something I just love.
So let me ask you something, Ethan. How old are you?
12 years old.
So you're 12 years old. All right. What
Yes,
is
sir.
it? What is it about coon hunting that you just love?
fun to just go walk around the woods at night and hear your dogs tracking tree, shit the cone out to them. It's just fun.
Just fun. If you were to tell kids your age that have never done this, what would you tell them and to kind of get them into the sport, or what's some advice you'd give?
Just gotta go try, and you win some and you lose some. Just gotta go see if you like it.
That's right. That's right. So I've heard that you're a pretty good competitor, but I've also heard that you're really good about finding fire ants.
Yeah, parents this weekend.
So you think I didn't know, huh?
I twisted my ankle in a hole this weekend, and I seen a dead log, and I sat on it, and then I noticed that there's fire ants all over me, and I got up, started shaking them all off. They got in my pants. It hurt.
You go have ant bubbles all over you. Great. Hey, that's funny. That is funny. Well, Ethan, tell me something, buddy. When it comes to being a youth handler and hunting in these hunts, what is some advice that you would give someone on getting better in the sport?
See, I call your dog for what he's doing. If he ain't doing what he's doing, you just do your part, let him do his part.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, man, is, a lot of people kind of overtrain. I don't know if you've heard of that. I'm sure you have. You don't want to overdo things. And it's good to see a young man like you with a little bit of knowledge. Now, when it comes to knowing the rules, how important is that?
It's pretty important because sometimes a grown man will cheat you, and then you don't know if they're cheating you or not, and you could lose.
That's exactly right. And that's why you better know your rules, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so year and a half into this, and here you are, a freaking state champion. I mean, that is cool. I heard you won a very, very nice buckle. What else did you win?
I want a big long wooden plaque, first place trophy, a leash, $500 gift certificate to Conky's Outdoors.
Very cool. Hey, man, Conkeys has got this stuff. I'm just telling you.
So,
And he calls Zach. Tell him Jason Hunter said, hey.
all right, we will.
Yeah. What is it about that breed that you just like?
Most of them's honest. They just got a big mouth.
The current day walker. They tend to hunt hard, get deep, and get solo a lot. And I understand that's Skuna's like that a lot, right?
So,
Yeah. Does he have a big mouth?
yes, sir. He's got a pretty decent mouth.
What kind of locate does he have?
He ain't really got a long locate. He's got a short locate, and then he goes into the shop.
Oh man, so he rolls it over.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, man, I like to hear that, especially at the end of the night when you just won a state championship, huh? The thing is about this sport, man, is just like you talked earlier, it's about enjoying it, getting out there in the outdoors. Is there any other outdoor activities that you enjoy?
I play football.
Okay, what do you do in
Like
football?
I play linebacker and running back.
You like running people over.
I don't try.
You said what?
I don't try, but if they're in my way, I might.
Well, that's your job, brother. You gotta roll them on over. How long you been
My
playing
papa has.
ball?
Well, I've been playing ball for since 3 years now. I think
Been playing ball for 3 years. What do your buddies think of you raccoon hunting?
they say it's weird. They don't know what to think about it. They're like, "How do you win this money?"
Oh, so they want to know how you winning all this money, huh? What do you think, Ethan, would get even more people your age into this sport?
Just telling them about it, taking them on hunts,
Yeah.
just taking
Well,
them.
yeah. Yeah. Just taking them out on hunts, having fun, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I tell you, man, that's the big part of all of it is just going out there and having fun. You can't go out there and have fun with your buddies. What's the point in going?
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Electronics has ruined all the kids these days now. All the
Yeah.
electronics.
Yep. Yep. Now, speaking of electronics, I know that Mark and Ricky, they're known not to sit there and hold that Garmin in their hand and watch it the whole
Hmm.
time, and I know that Mark's big on that too, knowing your dog, hearing your dog. Um, how important is that?
It's important, because what if Garmin dies? What if your collar dies? What if another dog sounds just like your dog? You just
Yeah,
gotta know your
because
dog.
like you just said something that nobody else has ever said. What if your Garmin dies and there's another dog out there that sounds like your dog? Good point. Good point. Because that comes back down to listening and knowing your dog, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
And I can't stress that enough, folks. If you're getting into the sport, even if you've been doing it your whole life, make sure you get out there and you know that dog inside and out. And that's why Ethan here, you've been fairly successful with Skuna, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What all have you won, Ethan?
I placed third in the state East Championship, the Mississippi State East Championship with him. I've won a few hunts around the house. Finished Mountain Night champion, PKC champion, show champion, and
So,
I just won the Louisiana State East Championship.
so you literally do it all, huh?
Yes, sir.
So you also show dogs.
Yes, sir.
Cool. What got you into showing dogs?
It's just fun activity to do.
It is. I enjoy it. I've been doing it since I was 13 when I started showing dogs, and I hunt as well. And I like doing both. I've always done both. And I tell you, buddy, I hope that there's more out there like you that keep on trying both, whether you're male or female, because and you'll vouch for this, there's not many guys or out there that do it.
Mm-mm.
No, and it's fun. I mean, if I think it's sometimes harder work to do that than it is to hunt.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing like sitting there holding your dog and you're like, oh my gosh. And that judge is sitting there staring at you.
Uh,
So you won the show. Tell me about the show, what you just won.
uh, I've been hunting Jenny since I first started. She's Grand Show champion. Quick, our other dog that I've been showing, female I've been showing, she's pregnant right now, and she's big around as basketball right now. So I took Jenny and showed her, set her up there. There's five other dogs that I was showing against. Judge walked around. It took him 10 minutes probably. To pick. And he picked me as first.
Holy
It
mackerel.
was intense.
I think you say after that long, boy, I bet you were jittering all over the place, weren't you?
Yeah.
That's that's hard, especially when you get down and you know that it's down to you and a couple left, and you got one judge and he's sitting there staring at everybody, and it's like, oh man, and he's taking forever. It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is there any other sports you play besides football?
I used to play baseball, but I just got out of it now.
Yeah, in the sport of coon hunting, what's getting pretty interesting, Ethan, is they're starting to give away scholarships.
Yep.
And you've heard about that, huh?
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty neat that you can go out there and do a sport that you absolutely love, but and get a scholarship. But something folks don't know is the time it takes to do it right. What is something that you have learned over the past year and a half that is the most difficult thing to overcome?
Probably just beating older people than you, having people having better dogs than you, they mess up, make a mistake, and you just overcome that.
Yeah. How do you overcome it?
Uh, Mark tells me you win some, you lose some. Let's take that for advice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great advice, man. I tell you what, you better listen to that for sure. I mean, because you're going to win some, you lose some, but boy, when you win, it sure feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you want a buckle.
Here's the buckle.
My gosh, that thing is sharp, buddy. Look at that. Tell you what, I don't know if you know, but I used to ride bulls for a living. And man, I tell you what, I might have to, next time I see you, I might steal that buckle from you. You're gonna be sporting that one, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Well, Ethan, I tell you what, man, I am sure glad to have someone you like you in our sport. And is there any tips or things out there that you would like to share, or anybody you would like to thank?
I like to thank the people that put on the Louisiana Hunt and Ricky Campbell and Miss TC for coming down to support me. And I want to thank the people that made the food for everybody over there and everybody that helped out.
Very cool, brother. Very cool. I got something to ask you. What
What
would
is
you
that?
think? What would you think about being part of my pro staff?
I like that.
You'd like that? All right. So what I'm going to do for you, brother, is I'll be sending you a fully customized um, squaller. You're going to get a brand new Hallerback game call pro staff squaller and a hat of and a shirt. Be back. But I'd like to bring you on to the pro staff. I like good men with good attitudes. And I tell you what, you have a great attitude, Ethan. I appreciate you being humble. And
Yes, sir.
if you were to say something for every kiddo out there that's in the game right now, what would you tell them?
If you lose, just go at it again and just don't give up.
Amen. That's words to live by there. Well, Mr. Ethan, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming on here. And I'm going to tell you what, buddy, I wish you nothing but the best. And I hope you and Skuna River Skuna get after it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.